I like to make grape juice out of wild grapes that grow in abundance where I live, and sometimes I don't have enough pick to make enough for like a big giant lobster pot sized canning pot. So I was trying to find a way to do a single quart at a time. The way to do it is with an asparagus steamer. First I'll tell you what didn't work. I tried this thing from a company called Quart. I think that's how you say it. It's called the fourth burner pot. And unfortunately, it wasn't tall enough because you're supposed to have an inch of water above the pot. And I found that if I just put the pot in there, if you measure to where the bottom of the spout starts, it's really not quite an inch. And that's with the jar sitting right on the bottom of the pot, which is going to cause it to break. If you put it in the basket and do that, you only get about maybe 1/8 of an inch of water above the lid of the jar. So that wasn't really going to work. But I found another company that's sold by Bed Bath & Beyond. It's called Our Table. That might be Bed Bath & Beyond's own brand. I don't know. I've not seen it anywhere else. But here is their pot, and you can see it's much taller than the fourth burner pot. So even with the quart jar sitting inside the basket, it's still easily an inch below the top of the pot. So I pre-filled this just to see how much water it would take for a 1 quart jar, and it's probably about 2 inches below this where the handle attaches. My recipe, if you're interested, I'll leave it in the description as well. You put in 2 cups of wild grapes, a 1/2 cup of sugar, and then you fill the jar with boiling water. You leave a 1/4 inch of space at the top, put the lid on, put it into a boiling hot water bath, and leave it in for 10 minutes. And it goes. There we go. I will set the lid on here, set it boiling for 10 minutes. So I filled it pretty full with water, and it's bubbling over a little bit, but as you can see, this lid is like really snug, so it's boiling against the lid and it's not leaking through. Where it's dripping out is with this little escape hole, because it's not a pressure cooker, but this lid is very snug. You can just fill it right up to the top and it works great. So time's up, and it worked great, and I'm just gonna use this to pick this up out of the basket and put it on a shelf somewhere, and in 3 to 4 weeks this will be ready to just drain off the whole grapes and drink. And it never ferments because it never touches the air, so you can leave this for a year and then drink it, and it's just plain old grape juice, but it's really good.